Hello everyone, my name is Hisham. I'm the owner of Clemson Aeronautics, where we make the riveting and dimpling systems. And this is our RV-14A build. And yesterday we put the left skin over the right skin and we riveted it and accidentally erased the video. So I am going to quickly describe how I did it, just in case if somebody out there is building an RV-14 and just want to confirm that he understands how it's done. So a friend of mine, Mr. Eric Barnhill, he's a AMPIA, and he came yesterday to help me out with that. I did see some folks on YouTube doing this by themselves, and they made it look so easy. It is, to me, it is not so easy. That's why I asked Mr. Barnhill to come in and help me. The way I started doing this, I put the right skin on the table and I applied the 3M tape to it, and I had put this on there, which I got from Lowe's. It's I think it's a 1 inch or 3/4 inch aluminum angle, and I taped over it just in case so it wouldn't scratch my skin, and I put it on there on top of the tape, and I held it down with clothespins just right next to each other all the way to the end, and I left it to cure for about 30 minutes before Mr. Barnhill came. As a matter of fact, I waited, we chatted a little bit to give it a little bit more time, which is the right thing to do. About 30 minutes to 40 minutes is a good time, especially because it's very cold these days. So after that, I removed my bar, or the angle iron, aluminum that I had, and I had the tape and it's covered. I peeled just about 1.5 inches here to expose the first hole, and we put the skin on there in place and put one cleco down. Then Mr. Barnhill was holding the skin up to expose this area underneath here, and I was doing the riveting. It's a blind rivet, pop rivet, and you're supposed to only put one, the forward one. That's the one you're supposed to rivet, then the two on this side. And you have to really be careful which side you put it on, because it goes underneath from this side, but the left one goes on top on this side here. And then we did so using the pop rivet puller. I kept it at a 90 degrees like so most of the time. There is a chance you can maneuver it and you can go like this, which would work also, whatever would make you comfortable and reach it better. But after we riveted the first set here, we peeled a little bit and we lowered the skin and we cleated all the holes till almost the next one. Then we repeated the same thing, and then we peel and put a cleco in every hole in there all the way to the end. Then at night I set this on the table and I put the edge on it where it holds it flat and let it cure overnight. It worked out good. The brake closed really well. There is no gap to speak of at all on the trailing edge of the rudder. So that worked out really good. And now I'm going to rivet the spar to the shear clips that's holding the stiffeners. Well, I managed to get those two on top. It bent the rib here in a little bit to get it out of the way because it's not riveted yet to the skin. So I kind of pushed it in a little bit and it pushed right back out. Then I tried the clicos and everything fits fine. But this is it for today. I'm sorry I couldn't do any more on it. Really, I want to get going with that and finish it up. But I got a little bit of a project that I'm doing, special tooling and stuff like that, because the reach here is a little bit further than the squeezer yoke that I have. So I would have to use a bucking bar and a riveting gun, and I really don't want to have to do that. Of course I can do it. That's not an issue. I just want to do it the easy way. So I want to make tools that it would make it easy for me to just use my squeezer that I paid $700 for, or $600. Well, the new one that I got for NUMATX is $700. I want to put it to use. So a yoke is not an issue. So I'm designing my own yoke to be able to do long reach without a whole lot of flex. That's inexpensive. That will probably put on the market very soon. It will be specific for the pneumatics. With the long reach and so forth. I've been thinking about that for a few days right now, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and design one and build one, make cut one on our machine here in the next day or two, and I'll put it out in our next video. One thing to remember, there is a little piece of plastic right here that we have to use the 3M tape on, put it in place, and rivet it also with a pop rivet. So, and that's a little bit tricky, and I will tell you the trick. The pop rivet that holds this in place kind of sinks inside the plastic, and when you're trying to pull it with this, it doesn't go all the way in. So you're gonna try and pull it and the head will come out, and it won't be any good. So you need something to keep the head of the rivet inside. And what I done is I got a very small nut and I put it on the rivet like this, then put the rivet on the puller, and that kind of give me the advantage to have it sunk inside this counter bore. so it will go all the way through. One more thing before I go, this might help somebody somewhere. When you are doing the small tab that's going to hold your counterbalance, you need to do it with the flathead rivet and the rivet nut on the other side, and it is dimpled, but the rivet nut is not. If you use the regular die, it is too big, so if you use the reduced die for the number 3 rivet, you can use it to actually dimple the rivet nut so it would sit flush. I don't know if you guys, I hope you guys can see that. So it came out really looking nice. I apologize, I just realized that the light behind me was on while I was filming. Actually, it's just creating a little bit of heat, and my shop is cold today. It had some snow flurries and stuff like that, but anyhow, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.